Hey y'all, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing today? We got the answer reaction. Shout out to them. They're gonna take it away and to the next story or what we're gonna cover today. So we got academics in the mix and also Wack 100. Akademiks is a character. I would like to say he always played this character um on being the bad guy. Well, we can't say the good guy because then I don't find anything good about the man, but so he's on the side of Drake basically, right? So anything on the side of a Kendrick Lamar, the Clipse, anything West Coast is not something academics is gonna speak positively about. So he's going on and on about the Clipse in their first week sales. And which they, oh my God, you guys, the Clipse did amazing. First week sales was about 118K for the album Let God Sort 'Em Out. And I had a video with changing about the changing, no, not about, it's a record that features Kendrick Lamar that's called the Chains and Whips, I believe. I did a video on that. So go a few videos back and take a look. So the song is a pretty good song. I like the record and I like Kendrick feature. I like anything Kendrick in. So, but anyhow, so he's academics is going on and trying to discredit the Clipse, um, saying that they are botting, right? So he has this botting allegations that he wants to portray on the Clipse because with the whole K-bot situation since last year, the dude that academics had brought to his channel and accused Kendrick Lamar that he was botting the song Not Like Us when it came out throughout the whole beef with him and Drake, with Kendrick and Drake. So since that narrative stuck, so now academics is pushing the same narrative towards the Clipse that they are botting. That's the only reason why the album would sold as much as the album did. But what academics is failing to realize that the Clipse, the album is pretty good. If you guys have not took a listen, be sure to take a listen because the album was pretty good. And plus they had the whole culture behind them. Even Kendrick Lamar fans would rally behind the Clipse. So that album did good because people actually listened to it. And people are still listening to it. So this whole botting allegations that he got going on right now towards the Clipse, trying to diminish their work. The Clipse are everywhere. They did every interview, every podcast. Jimmy Fallon, they even went there and performed. They are everywhere. They even outside at the what there was Queens, Brooklyn. I'm not sure where he was exactly in New York performing outside in front of everybody. Like they are doing everything. So, but hey, let's take a listen. He's gonna push whatever narrative he's gonna push, and he has a large audience, and people are gonna buy into his nonsense. That's what I hate. Well, let's take a listen.
So Rock Nation figured out how to finesse sales. It's over for people now. It's over. We need the botters. We need the botters.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, The Answer Man. You know, Ag back on his job, making sure he covering for that boy. The Clipse went ahead.
What I told you. He's covering for the boy. And who is the boy? Drake. That's all.
And sold over 100K. He trying to throw shade. Now everybody got bots. We gonna break this down and see if it's real or fake. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let's get to it.
Wack, AK was asking about, he said you might know the numbers better than we do. Did you see what the numbers look like with that Clipse first week?
Like 90,000.
Okay, so this is the Wack 100 that I mentioned earlier. I don't listen to Wack 100. I know he's a hip hop. I mean, not a hip hop. Yeah, he probably does hip hop. He's a manager of the game, and from the West Coast. Sometimes he speaks on behalf of the West Coast. I don't listen to the man. Um, he's another academics to me, just bullshit talkers about nonsense. So take whatever he says with a grain of salt most of the time. Sometimes he will have a good take here and there, but majority of his takes sucks. So I don't listen to the man. But here we go.
Yeah, it was 90. Okay, I thought it was 9. Okay,
No,
it was
like 90,
90,000.
like 90,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that considered good for an
Yeah,
independent release?
that's considered good for anybody these days. Lil Wayne did
Okay.
140, you know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
these days, this is why it's dying down. I mean, it's not overall, but these days, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
was. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get the clip, but read the clip. But Ack was saying, it was something that Ack was saying about bots, that they thinking that bots might have a.
So Rock Nation figured out how to finesse sales. It's over for people now. It's over. How do we get an artist that and make him look 10 times bigger? Okay, they start figuring it out. We got to start with the blogs. We need the Twitter. We need the botters. We need the botters.
Nah, can't go on what Act be saying. Ain't no.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't go and believe what Akademiks has to say. All he's trying to do right now is push a narrative for Drake and his team to give Drake a W. So Let God Sort Him Out by Clipse was the #1 independent album. Can you believe that? Independent album. It is hard nowadays to even get anywhere by being independent. Right? I think he has Distro by Rock Nation with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z is another thing Akademiks and them don't like. Rock Nation, right? And that's not pro Drake. And since the Clipse is not signed but got a distro through Rock Nation, of course Akademiks is gonna shit on the Clipse. So the number four album on Billboard 200, the #4 album, and 100K first week sales. That is amazing. That is great. You would think Akademiks would champion that and say they did a great job, but no. He rather diminish their work and push his own agenda on them.
With the blogs. We need the Twitter. We need the botters. We need the botters.
Nah, can't go on what Act be saying. Ain't no thinking. Either it is or it ain't. Y'all got to cut that out.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why I don't do that to people, because I know if I say something, people are right. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
I got you. I
Yeah,
got
either
you.
it's bots or it ain't. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm thinking ain't no think. Who's there thinking? They don't think. They just straight tell y'all.
Right.
They
Yeah, I
don't.
didn't. I didn't hear the interview, so I shouldn't even comment on it. But that's what the reference was about bots. So
Yeah, but I mean, that's just what he's saying. Like, where that come
yeah.
from?
Right. Well,
And
I
that's up. That's because people listen to that and go off of that, but it ain't okay. What did the streaming platform say that?
Right.
Where you getting that from? You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Let's go down.
That's the thing. The streaming platform don't say it, but Academics will make his own agenda. He makes his own agenda, and his audience is large enough to believe it and run with it. Especially the OV hoes, they will run with it because they'll have a talking point. That's all it is. That's all he's trying to achieve, to make something stuck. And what more would he say is about they botting? Right? Because that's stuck on Kendrick Lamar. That narrative stuck. Just like the PDF allegation stuck on Drake's side. So now he's trying to take the Clipse down as well.
54 albums, bro. They basically sold 57,000, which that makes good. So again, that's what I'm trying to say. 100 looks crazy. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's like if you stealing from the cash register and you just take $2 off the top of everything every single time, and you're just kind of doing it low key, rather than you taking 1,000. That's noticeable. What I'm saying is that this 112 jumps off the page because I know what 112,000 is. That ain't this. So then you look at how did they sell 54,000 albums? Okay, I'm pretty sure there's some bundles, and I'm pretty sure there's some other things, like, for example, I don't know if vinyls are in there, maybe, but essentially, again, the reason why I'm saying Rock Nation figured out the thing is because, remember, Nav just tried to do it, because Nav do it too. Travis do it, Nav do it, and
I'm so glad he mentioned Travis Scott, because Travis Scott is one of the biggest merchant king in the rap game. That's his thing. And you will never see Ack go against Travis Scott to try to paint him in a negative light about selling merchandise. If anything, he pushes other rappers, especially Drake, to do the same thing that Travis Scott does. He welcomed that. But if it's someone else that's not on Drake's side, he was like, it's a bad thing. Oh, you gotta sell merchandise, you gotta sell merch for your first week sales to look somewhat decent. Nobody's listening to it, nobody's streaming it, nobody's buying it. And you have Travis Scott and other people that sells merch. You got the Weeknd and them that sells merch. But he won't find that negative.
I'm not knocking the Clipse because I don't kind of knock Travis and Nav, right? I'll point it out. But the reality is, when Nav tried to do it recently, they switched rules on him. And they switched rules on him that essentially he only sold like 17,000 instead of like 70,000. So again, I ain't gonna lie, this is good though. Okay, sales, a sales off streams right here. So it's streams equivalent albums. So streams equivalent albums, right? So they convert your streams. Now they probably got a little bit of botting in there, here or there, mix it up in a pot. Spotify didn't catch this, didn't catch that. Who cares, right? Everybody does it, right? It comes to 57. So they would have did 57 first week. But then, this is why I said they figure out the formula. Because when you do the formula, and the Weeknd did this. Shout out to Weeknd. I love you. When you're doing the formula, you can't do too many albums. That's where Nav fucked up. Nav streams was 17,000. You're supposed to do the equivalent track. So TEA, that's these are albums. Oh wait, hold on. What shipment? No, this is track equivalent.
Even his explanation is all over the place, right? He's confusing people. He's confusing himself and his freaking lie. You can tell he's lying because he's stuttering and shit.
Track equivalent albums, and then these are the albums here. So when you're doing the finesse, This number and this number should be close.
Real quick, the funny part is that Ack bodied his own argument. He literally killed his own argument when he showed the clips with the streaming numbers and the album sales.
Exactly.
He said if you go 50-50 and they were 54,000 something more albums, 57,000 for streaming equivalent, which would indicate the interest was balanced, which would make the numbers legit. He said you cool. But if you see one number look crazy where the album sales are 200,000 and it's only streaming 50,000 worth of albums, nobody's really interested. But these numbers was balanced. So he kind of killed his own argument in between himself talking, and he's usually better than that. Let's get back to the content.
Yeah, I didn't know
Because he was lying.
it was 90. My numbers was wrong. I thought it was 9. But yeah, 90, like you said, that's a great number.
Hell yeah.
Seems like every platform is interviewing them. They everywhere.
Actually, it might have been a little stronger than that. No, they did 118. It's
Oh,
called Let God Sort Them Out.
yeah.
They outsold Lil Wayne.
Ooh, and they ain't dropped in a minute.
Now, Wack, are they truly independent, or are you?
Let me see. Let me look it up right now. It'll tell me.
Florida homeowners, did you know that right now you can get a brand new AC unit for your home at no cost to you?
Clipse. They got Rock Nation distribution.
Okay.
So it's just showing Clipse Rock Nation. So yeah, they just got distro through Rock Nation.
Yeah, because they went through all that with UMG, and they paid themselves out. So I was wondering if anybody else picked them up. So distribution by Rock Nation, that helps tremendously a lot.
All right, y'all, there it is. So with those numbers, man, just to bring it back, if you add the 54 of actual albums, the 57 to the streaming equivalent, to the 711, which is track equivalent albums, which means you only have to have a certain amount of tracks to qualify for an album, which may be 12, right? If you have 18, you actually have an album and a half, right? So all those numbers came up to 112.6 and they rounded up to 113. And you heard Wack say 118 they add now. That's not inflated or fluff. This is basically a Drake-centered, we don't like the Clipse because he went at Drake years ago, Pusher and all that. And it's also some old head hate thing, like some
That's right. It is Drake centered. It is hate.
age type of beef. You know what I mean? Like, let them live. People enjoying the music. They did a promo tour like they used to do back in the 90s and early 2000s, like street team style. There ain't no need. And then if you say something like a bot or something with all the followers and how powerful your voice is, we all enjoy your content, but there is a responsibility that comes with it because you one of the biggest voices out, and then you say that, of course it's going to paint a picture. So anyway, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know what y'all.
Shout out to them. The Answer. Be sure to check them out. So what y'all think about it? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all, what y'all think? Y'all think botting is a thing? Y'all think Not Like Us was botting? Do y'all listen to the clips? Have y'all listened to God Sort 'Em Out? Let me know down below. All right, until next time.